We welcome you to historic Case Arena here in Frankfort, Indiana this evening. Sagamore Conference matchup, a varsity double, headed your way here on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with Hot Dog TV. It's the Western Boone Stars, the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Sean Walker, Lance Scheib here to call the action for you this evening from Case Arena. And Coach, a beautiful venue. It doesn't get much better than this gym.
I tell you what, this goes back to my days at Lebanon. I used to love coming to Frankfort just for the feel of this gym, the place, the iconic, just the venue here is amazing, and it's such, it's just incredible, just the feel to walk back in here. I love the setting. The people of Frankfort are very lucky.
Our pregame show tonight brought to us by FiberHawk, which is now available. FiberHawk Internet, super fast speeds, no more buffing, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. Coach, looking at these two teams, Frankfort girls program is definitely in a transition phase. They've had some down years the last few years. Coach Joe Marsh has a young team, no seniors on this team, and he continues to build every single day in practice, and every single game is a learning experience for him.
I'll tell you what I loved about what talking to Coach Marsh proved to me was he started talking about the middle school and started talking about building it, and the coaches that he has there loves the tenacity and just the work ethic of his current girls. As you talked about, Sean, no seniors, but when you start talking about middle school, freshmen, younger levels, he's excited about his JV beating Rossville on Tuesday. What that tells me is you're here for the long haul, you're doing it the right way, and you're building it, and I'm excited to watch this girls play tonight.
On the other side, Coach Megan Alexander is in her third year for Western Boone. She's got a winning record so far, and last year won a sectional championship and then lost in the regional championship to Winchester. She seems to have her girls playing well. They're 7-10 so far on the season.
Well, I tell you what, the biggest thing talking to Coach Alexander that she's excited about is getting back her two best players. Lauren Flory and Kara Brewer both have been out with an ACL tear for Lauren, and with Kara, she had a stress fracture. So now, hopefully she can now build on the momentum going into sectional and make another run.
Coach, let's talk about our keys to victory tonight. What do the teams need to be successful this evening?
Well, I think the biggest thing is rebounding on both ends. If you're Western Boone, that is critical because you want to get out and run and have second chance opportunities. If you're Frankfort, you want to limit the offensive rebound and the capabilities of Western Boone, so that's big. Along with transition, Western Boone wants to run. So that from an offensive standpoint, Western Boone wants to go. From a defensive standpoint, Frankfort has to slow them down in their efficiency. That's really more for Frankfort. They cannot have a lot of open possessions. They've got to find a way to capitalize each and every time they have the ball.
Our keys tonight brought to us by Gangware Insurance, with markets for everything and everyone in your time of need. We'll be there. Give them a call, 379-3650, or visit gangwareinsurance.com for more information and locations. Looks like the Lady Hot Dogs are getting ready to come back out on the floor here this evening. For them, we talked about Coach Joe Marsh and rebuilding. 2-15 on the season right now. Their two wins, one coming against Faith Christian, the other one against South Newton. And the schedule's not very forgiving for them either. They still play Clinton Prairie, which we will have on Monday night here. And then conference matchups versus Southmont and Crawfordsville. So a tough finish here for Frankfort. But you get to the end of the season, Coach, you throw records out the window because you get into the tournament and anybody can get hot.
Well, the one thing that Coach Marsh is really happy about, he just likes the work ethic and the improvement that he's seeing every single day in practice and showing up on the court. It may not show up right now on the score, but he can see, he's seen where these girls have started and where they are right now and where they're going to be. So what I'm excited about from Coach Marsh's standpoint is he sees the progress. He sees the girls getting better. He wants them to be rewarded with wins. To your point, Sean, it doesn't end well in the regular season, but it does all start all over again. And when you play hard and you get after it, you've got a chance, and they have one tonight.
You want to imagine what a good draw could do in a sectional victory for the confidence of this young Frankfort team. They'll look to try to get one here tonight against a conference opponent in the Western Boone Stars. It's going to do it for our FiberHawk pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and the tip-off of game number 1. You're watching the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with Hot Dog TV.
running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Everyone needs to be a part of something. If not girls golf, find something. Frankfort High School provides plenty of opportunities for you to be a part of, including 19 sports and plenty of clubs. Be sure to get involved.
We love to see you here at the Farmers Bank. However, we know there are times you need to bank on your schedule, wherever you may be. With the Farmers Bank mobile banking app, you can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and now you can also securely deposit checks with your smartphone by simply taking a picture of the check. Download our mobile banking app today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life.
Oh my God! We are ripping fast today. And how hard can it be, right? These are now selling for about $3,500. So we're back to our old ways of pulling rocks. Act like idiots on camera, open cards, and talk about the hobby.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
It can be awkward talking to your doctor or healthcare provider about things like body odor, depression, drugs, relationships, or sex, but they need to know. If you lie or decide not to tell them something, you may not get the care you need.
If you are embarrassed to talk to a parent about health concerns, remember as a teen, you have the right to talk to a healthcare provider alone and get access to some health services without friends, parents, or anyone else finding out.
Take responsibility for your health care. For more information, call Healthy Communities at 765-659-6063.
My name's Gary Gangwer, and I own the Gangwer Insurance Agency as well as Farm here in Clinton County. After an accident in Cleveland, Ohio, I had an opportunity to look at insurance. Didn't have anything to do until harvest, so I thought, why not? And it felt natural for me to call on farmers and specialize in farm insurance, because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance.
This is really tough for me because I'm trying to remain professional on the show.
And then you got 50 feet of crap and the New York Knicks.
You're 60, so I'm not going to put my hands on you, but I'm going to slap this guy instead. Are we going to have our first real good argument on this show?
That's what everyone wants to hear.
That is the point.
The fate of your mouth is on your shoulders.
Showtime, Cavity Bud.
Dr. Snyder and the Ardente Dental Guardians help you fight to keep your mouth healthy. Call Dr. Snyder and the Ardente Dental Guardians at 654-7222. We protect smiles of all ages.
Ardente Dental is a happy place.
We welcome you back inside Case Arena. Sean Walker, Lance Scheib here to call the action for you this evening. A varsity doubleheader here on the ISC Sports Network. And we've mentioned Hot Dog TV as well. Tonight's production is brought to you by the students in the radio TV programs. Pretty awesome deal.
I'll tell you what, anytime you can partner with a high school, I think for them, you're just building on the future, and you're allowing kids to have this type of experience, which you and I both know is so valuable, because again, that training is great and something that I'm excited to be a part of.
Our starting lineups tonight brought to us by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. Call to schedule your next appointment, 654-7222. For Western Boone, they'll start Lauren Flory, Kara Brewer, Hillary Reed, Tori Wilkinson, and Addie Bascom. This is a team that has balanced scoring throughout. Kara Brewer leads the team at 13.3 points per game. On the other side for the Hot Dogs, it's Frazier, Sandoval, Dubree, Ramos, and Caesar. Coach, your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what, Western Boone, 6 great seniors that Coach Alexander puts a lot of confidence in. They won a sectional championship last year. They feel good of where they are with all the injuries, getting everyone back. I'm really curious just to see how they're gelling at this point in the season with getting both Flory and Brewer back.
You talked about no seniors on Frankfort's team. Western Boone has the benefit of starting all 5 seniors, so definitely an uphill battle tonight, probably for the Hot Dogs, as they'll look to do work here against the Western Boone Stars as they finish up the introductions here at Case Arena. I get to come back and visit this gym a few times a year. It's been a long time since I was a student here, but it's always fun to come home.
I tell you what, there's something about that. It's just really, this place is special. It just really is. The community is great. It rallies around the school. And the kids here, I think, are benefit from that. And I just like, again, just the overall feel of the community. And I just think it's a very special place to have been raised in and to come back to.
Looking to jump things up in the middle, it'll be Wilkinson, number 33 for Western Boone. On the other side, it's the sophomore Peyton Dubree. She actually leads Frankfort in scoring just 3.5 points per game. For the sophomore, they look inside early on, and you're going to get a traveling violation, a turnover against Western Boone.
Great job by Frankfort of collapsing down on Wilkinson, and I think that's going to be a big deal for them as to try to, from a size standpoint, try to clamp down and guard with multiple players.
Ramos will get it into Dubree. She'll break that press from Western Boone, and Frankfort will look to set up their offense. Good hard screen there from Dubree as well. Drives baseline, shot up a little too strong. Taken out by Kara Brewer. You see the knee brace there on Laren Flory on that left knee. It's something I know a little bit about right now, being a little lamed up myself.
Well, I tell you what, she's coming back from a meniscus and an ACL tear surgery in September. Not easy to come back, but as young as these girls are and as great as the ability is to rehab now, I know that Coach Alexander is excited about having her back.
That one knocked away into the backcourt.
Tell you what, Sean, right now, if I'm Coach Alexander, a lot of standing around, and that and that's something that has to change for them to create some offense.
That one pulled down inside from Wilkinson, shot up from the outside, no good. Wilkinson again there with the rebound. The problem with a zone defense a lot of times, Coach, it's hard to rebound out of.
Well, you got to really go find, that person in your zone, and sometimes there's two, so you got to really be aggressive about feeling them and also making sure that you secure the block out, which is easier said than done.
As I look out there now, too, Wilkinson also with a knee brace for these Lady Stars from Western Boone. I'll tell you, I stubbed my toe anymore, and it's a 6-week recovery.
Well, I'll tell you what, as active as these kids are, they do come back quickly, and the way medicine is nowadays a lot better than when I was in school. That's a big deal for them to rehab.
The scoreless tie finally broken there with Kara Brewer. It's a nice shot from the outside, 3-0 Western Boone.
I want to tell you what, Kara comes in shooting 35% on the season from three-point line. So again, great accuracy by the senior.
Dubree finds Ramos. Back out top now, the Hot Dogs. Swing it around the perimeter. Dubree definitely the most active on offense. She's the one trying to create something offensively. Now a tie up here. Possession will stay with the Hot Dogs. We talked about this Frankfort team, just 2-15 on the season. Got a little bit of a tough go of things here still. Some tough teams to play down the stretch, but there's a confidence builder right there as Jordan Frazier knocks down a three.
Great job by Jordan. Nice play out of bounds by Coach Marsh. And again, there's just little victories, and you got to know where they are. But I understand now why he's excited about his future with having no seniors.
The tie up on this end. Possession will stay with Western Boone. Speaking of Jordan Frazier, 6 points in the last game against Rossville.
averaging just under 6 on the season, and again, she's done a nice job. Again, 7% from the 3-point line for the season. So again, nice bonus when she's able to knock that down.
That shot inside the Bascom. 5-3 now, Western Boone. This one out of bounds. Possession will stay with Frankfort.
Nice job by Bascom of again, putting herself in a great position, moving without the basketball and finishing. Frankfort did a great job then of running off the make, almost got an easy layup.
There's a teaching moment there for Coach Marsh. That one thrown into the corner, and then the inbounder went to the corner too, which brings your defender as well.
There were a lot of people in a very small spot, and Western Boone was able to knock the ball away. Nice job by the Stars.
Western Boone with the 2-point lead early here, first quarter action. Friday night basketball, doubleheader headed your way. These little rivalry games, you get inside these conference games. I love the fact that they do the doubleheaders too inside a conference.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Sagamore Conference was one of the first ones back in the 90s when I was there that went to boy-girl doubleheaders, and I love the idea just like you talked about.
Pass inside. Nice job by Western Boone offensively rebounding here. Good hustle.
Well, they're taking advantage of size difference. Frankfurt's not very big, and they're getting second, third, and fourth chances, which if you're the Stars, keep pounding it. If you're Joe Marsh and the Hot Dogs, you've got to find a way not to turn the ball over like they've done the last 2 possessions and rebound a little better.
Hillary Reed steps in and takes the charge. You love those defensively, don't you, when somebody sacrifices their body for the betterment of the team?
I tell you what, it's such a big deal because, again, that is you're doing it, for the betterment of your team, and it just takes a little courage to stand in there and get hit, and then understand it's not just for you but for your team.
Western Boone swinging around the outside, open shot here. Can't connect. Both teams a little slow to start here offensively. Frankfort averages about 28 points per game. Western Boone around that 40 mark.
I like the length of Western Boone. Again, I like the seniors in general. The girls do a nice job of making themselves bigger because of their arm length, and I like it.
Timeout taken here. There's going to be a 30-second timeout charged to Frankfort, so we'll stay right here with you. 5-3 your score early for Western Boone. I think Coach Marsh is seeing the same thing you are. They're kind of stagnant down here on this end for Frankfort.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's just one of those things. I like the timeout because let's remind the girls and his team, hey, here's how we're going to attack Western Boone when they play a 1-3-1 or a 2-3. The biggest thing is you got to cut, move without the basketball, but you cannot stay stagnant.
This is just one of a handful of games that are headed your way here on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with the students in the Hot Dog TV program. We've got, obviously, the girls' game, the boys' game to follow here tonight. Tomorrow, cameras are back in here again. Lance and I are back in here again. We got the Rossville Hornets coming to town. That is an event that has been annually called Cram Case Arena for as long as I can remember. And then Monday, or Tuesday, get my days confused here, Clinton Prairie will bring their girls' program in and take on these Hot Dogs.
And Clinton Prairie's having quite the season for the Lady Gophers.
Got to tell you, their 2 losses to Central Catholic and to McCutcheon. McCutcheon's a 4A school, and Central Catholic is a perennial team.
I'll tell you what, I've had the pleasure of broadcasting Prairie games over the last couple of years, both boys and girls. I've just been impressed the consistency and the level that they play at, just from a coaching standpoint with the coaching changes and just the players in general. I like what they do.
I think what amazes me the most about Clinton Prairie, Coach, is the type of coaches they're starting to get. Amy Newhart was at Harrison.
Yes.
Harrison is ranked. They having an unbelievable year under a Frankfort grad, Rush McCauley, who's now coaching the girls program at Harrison. And, I mean, she leaves Harrison to come back to her alma mater, goes from a 4A to a 1A, 2A school. and has them competing at a high level. It's amazing.
Well, you look at her, what she's done, and then Coach Peckinpah had a tough loss last week against CC as well. But again, has the Gophers, I think, at 8-2 or 9-2 now, and really playing well.
And that other loss came to Frankfort on opening night. Another turnover here. And I think that's more of a mental game for Clinton Prairie. Really, it seems like every year they play Frankfort, it's a tough one for them.
Well, I tell you what, no different than their game against CC last Tuesday. That was their 30th straight loss to a CC team, and they were in it. Close game, got beat late, but played well enough to win the game.
That shot from Dubree, no good. However, they're going to call a foul here, I believe, on Wilkinson. I don't know if she caught her on the arm or maybe on the box out, didn't give her room to come down.
It looked like the body was what the official was talking about there. And, again, nice job of running that offense by Coach Marsh and his Lady Hot Dogs.
So, Dubree from the line. Bank is open late tonight.
It doesn't matter how. Put the ball in the basket.
Peyton just a 25% free throw shooter on the season, but you will take them however you can get them. And so far, Frankfort, I think if you're Coach Marsh, you have to be happy. Only down 3 here. First quarter action. Western Boone has not pulled away.
Well, they've done a nice job of being patient offensively. They've done a good job of making Western Boone really work on the offensive end. The biggest thing they've got to do a better job of is they got to do of limiting them to just one opportunity, do a better job blocking out.
Western Boone against this zone, moving the ball.
A lot more active, Sean. Early in the game, both teams are very stagnant. Now, all of a sudden, now they're getting the skip pass. They're cutting through. Nice job.
You know, I've always wondered, too, being a visiting team coming in here, is you typically don't play in a gym like this or this size with the open air, and it looks different. It feels different shooting a shot from the floor.
There's no doubt that coming in here, this is definitely a huge home court advantage just because the backdrop and back, is just much different than what you're used to. But again, these kids have played in multiple gyms now more often, so it's not as big a deal as it may have been a couple years ago.
Sydney Whitaker, the sophomore, tried for 3, no good. Western Boone will push the other way. Look to set up. You can see that defense from Frankfort. They're starting to gain some confidence here as they've held Western Boone to just 7 points here in the first quarter. This shot up, and as I say that, goes right in. Emily Conyer with a 3.
Great job by Conyer of again moving and getting in position without the basketball, then being able to shoot. Nice job by Emily, 31% on the season. Nice job of knocking it down.
You know, looking down through the roster, and Conyer's one of those freshmen that gets quite a bit of playing time here for Western Boone on a team that's senior dominated, especially in that starting lineup. What a benefit that's going to be for her as she grows through her years here in high school.
Well, I tell you what, to learn from the 6 seniors, to understand what it's like in the offseason, in the practice, and to be able to see if that's what Coach Alexander's really hoping this senior class's legacy can be.
Western Boone again looking for an open shot. They find one here from the mid-range. Just a little bit strong. Frankfort does a nice job rebounding out of the zone that time.
Much better job by Frankfort, and I think that's been a point of emphasis on one of the timeouts by Coach Marsh, finding and making sure they block out first, then go get the ball.
Good screen set. Tried to go off the bank there, no good. Rebounded by Western Boone. Now Conyer will look to push. Get it ahead. Open 3. Western Boone knocks another, and they're starting to open things up. That's Brewer with her second 3 of the night. She's got 6.
Nice job by Kara of taking it off the dribble in rhythm and knocked down another 3. Great job.
It was about 90 seconds ago I said it's 7-4. You got to be happy with that. Back-to-back triples from Western Boone. This one out of bounds. Though touched by Conyer, it'll stay with the Hot Dogs.
I'll tell you what, though, if I'm Coach Brewer or Coach Marsh, I like what I see. My girls are playing hard. He talked about that. They're competing. Okay, they're getting beat by a better team right now. It's not because of effort.
Western Boone with the steal. This is one of the opportunities on a turnover where they have actually had a chance to come away with some points. It's time running out here on the first quarter. Conyer with the jump shot. Just a little short. Another rebound from Western Boone, and up and in that time for Flory. And Western Boone with a nice run to end things here, an 8-0 run. They now lead 15-4. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter action from Case Arena.
Every business we work with at Haley's has different security needs. As a certified Medico Security Center, we provide the highest quality products with affordable solutions for your business. E-cylinders fit into your existing hardware and are controlled from your computer. Medico Smart Solutions provide options for different employee access levels. Patented key control, loss and liability protection. Surveillance cameras protect your employees and your business. Call today for your free business security assessment. Let the professionals at Haley's keep your business safe with locations in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Hi, I'm Ashley with the Farmers Bank. I'm here to introduce the Farmers Bank mobile banking app for your smartphone. Find us at the App Store or the Play Store. To find our app, search for the Farmers Bank Mobile Banking by Serve Solutions. Have your finances at your fingertips anytime, all the time. Sign up today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game brought to you in parts by Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden. At Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, they're ready to help you make your tall grass short. Save up to 20% with Husqvarna fleet discounts on commercial cutting packages starting as low as $48.99. Give them a call today at 296-2988 to see if you qualify for a special financing offer. And normally this time of year, we would be talking about snow blowers and snow removal. You can get those at Phoenix, but I don't know that we are going to need one, and I hope I didn't just jinx us.
I am sure that you did. That is a kiss of death, as you and I both know. And so, but no, I tell you what, it's great to have the opportunity to get your equipment when needed. And unfortunately, I'm not sure the winter is far from over yet, so we still may need those different opportunities.
One of my favorite things I ever purchased in life was a 42-inch zero-turn Husqvarna mower from Phoenix Lawn and Garden. Foul down inside, and it was on the ground. That's the second foul against Peyton Debris. Got a substitution as Jesse Ramos comes back in.
Well, the problem with losing Peyton there, she's 5'8". And I think that's one of the things, again, you're struggling with the height difference anyway. You need to keep Peyton back in the game as quickly as possible.
Now what I'm interested to see, too, is who's going to bring the ball up the floor and try to beat the press. We've saw Ramos bring it up a few times, but it's been Debris who's handled the ball mostly.
Well, you talked about this. At one point, it was 7-4 with about 90 seconds to go. Western Boone ended strong, and they're starting the second quarter where they ended in the first quarter. So, again, you got to find some offense somewhere if you're Frankfort.
I jinxed the Lady Hot Dogs. Let's hope my comment about snow is the opposite. It just continues to stay away.
I will make sure everyone on social media knows where it came from if all of a sudden tonight we get dumped on her here in the next couple weeks.
Looking down, almost the exact same play they ran last time. Different result, though. Frankfort, fast break opportunity. A rare occasion here for the Hot Dogs, but it pans out for him as Jordan Frazier lays it in.
Great job by Frazier of getting the ball off the rebound, taking it coast to coast, and then finishing.
Western Boone looking to move things around here, get their offense going again.
Again, a lot of standing around. That's the one thing about a zone defense. It really limits what you do offensively, and there's only so many sets that you normally have in place for a zone, and that's why a lot of teams play it.
A good defensive possession here for Frankfort as Ramos comes out with it. She's got help if she needs it. Off the glass rebound, Frankfort can't get it to go in, and they'll look to kick back out. And a reach-in foul going to be called against Western Boone. So for Frankfort, you got a couple of clean looks that time, just couldn't convert, but you got to like the intensity again for Coach Marsh.
Well, I tell you what, they're doing the right things. They're anticipating the lanes on where the ball is going to be thrown. Nice job of turning Western Boone over. And if I am Coach Alexander, I'm not thrilled by that because again, these are a lot of errors that they need and should not be making and should be corrected.
Number 14, Ingrid Valdez, checked in for Frankfort a few possessions ago. She did a nice job of hustling down the floor. This shot up and a three-pointer there knocked down by Liz Sandoval.
Tell you what, this does not look like a 2-15 team. I just like the way they move the ball. They're shooting with confidence. They're shooting in rhythm, and I like what Frankfort's doing. I know they're down 8, but I like the way they're playing.
Western Boone again showing good patience against this Frankfort zone. And really, I haven't seen any forced shots from Western Boone tonight.
Great patience.
Everything's been open, just not getting a lot to fall.
Yeah, great patience, as you talked about. Again, nice job of the skip pass there, and super job by Reed of finding that alley or lane and taking it to the hole.
Foul that time was called on Tara Martinez. With the body, that'll send Hillary Reed to the line. The senior shoots at 71% from the free throw line. And she's 100% so far here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, free throw shooting is so much about confidence. And when you've got that and you feel comfortable shooting right at 70%, you just know when you step up there, it's going in like they both just did.
So far from the line tonight, Western Boone doing a good job.
A lot of things off of this tape, Coach Marsh is going to be I'm happy with seeing. And again, his girls are playing hard. It's not for a lack of effort.
Ball will stay here with Frankfort. This has been a tough going the last few years for Frankfort against Western Boone. They've actually lost 11 straight games to the Stars. You got to go back to when current athletic director Ed Niehaus was at the helm of this girls program. It was the 08-09 season. It was the last time they got a victory against Western Boone. Brewer there. Unable to convert. It was a nice job by Jordan Frazier getting a hand in, making it tough. And then timeout taken by Marsh as they were probably getting close to that violation.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like the timeout. You're 19-9. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but you're 10 points down. You knock something down here. You're now 8 or 7 points down. And again, you talk about confidence. You talk about playing with that confidence. They're doing some good things here. They've done a better job on the defensive rebounding, and they're not turning the ball over as much. Thus, they're kind of creeping their way back in the game.
Well, we saw it earlier. Western Boone took a timeout. It was Frankfort that took a 30-second timeout. But out of the timeout, Western Boone came out and took that 7-point lead or 3-point lead, made it an 8-point lead very quickly. And so Frankfort could do the same thing here coming out of this timeout, draw something up, get knocked down a shot, gain some confidence.
Yeah, they're knocking down shots. And the biggest thing is when you come in averaging about 28 points a game, you're finding ways, and you got to find ways to put points, on the board. So Coach Marsh thought this was a great time for a timeout. Let's get a set play. Let's do a play that we feel good about coming out of this, because that's, again, 10 points, you're still within striking distance.
You're at the halfway point. You're getting ready to go into halftime. You want to get some momentum here before you hit the break.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, it's just a coachable moment. And I think that's something that Coach Marsh recognizes with this young team is let's put ourselves as many good spots as we can, and he felt really good about taking a time out there.
Liz Sandoval brings it up for the Hot Dogs. Got to see her earlier in the season out on the soccer field. She was one of the best players definitely for the Frankfort ladies soccer program. This pass ahead, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Western Boone basketball.
So I like the idea and thought process there by Frankfort. It was just unfortunate that Ramos didn't realize the pass was coming for. Great job of cutting towards the basket, but couldn't just finish with the ball in her hands.
Look down inside to Wilkinson. Good inside-outside basketball for Western Boone. And defensively, Jesse Ramos comes up with another steal.
Great anticipation. Nice job. Now let's see if Frankfort can capitalize.
In trouble now. Valdez looks outside. It's knocked out of bounds by Western Boone. That actually bails Frankfort out here.
I tell you what, don't pick your dribble up. I know it's easier said than done, but it's one of those things you got to stay alive. And then when the ball is dead, you've got to have help from your teammates.
Sandoval out top. Being checked currently by Hillary Reed. And now this one dribbled off of, I was going to say off the foot of Frankfort. I thought it was off the defender's foot. But we are way up high in the perch here at Case Arena. If you're seeing that angle from the cameras, we're literally right beside them.
I tell you, it was a great view, great venue. Just again, we talked about it in the pregame. Just a fantastic place to watch a basketball game.
Wilkinson in the corner, swings it back outside to Reed. You see those seniors sharing the basketball, looking for an open shot here is Western Boone. They'll take one and knock it down, and Brewers got her third triple of the game.
Tell you what, Kara has been on fire, and for somebody coming in shooting 35% on the season, she does not look like a 35% shooter.
And she doesn't look shy either because she's letting it fly.
Well, it's just nice to see them shoot in rhythm, and good things happen from a coaching standpoint. You're happy about that.
Sandoval, a nice little runner in the lane, couldn't get it to go. Frankfort getting some clean looks at the bucket. They're just not dropping. Another rebound by Ramos. Now looking for some help. And there's a foul on the arm. She'll get bailed out here. They're probably going to give this one to Flory.
Tell you what, it's really hard. You've got her trapped. If you're Western Boone, don't bring your arms down. Your arms come down. That makes an easy out, an easy call for the officials.
That was correct. That's a foul against Flory. It's her first. We're going to go ahead and give her a break. Rutherford's going to check in. Number 22 for Western Boone, another one of the freshmen. They get some playing time here. Look, it's like freshman and senior. There's no in between for this Western Boone Stars.
And what normally happens when you've got 6 seniors that have played for a long time, it's hard for those juniors and sophomores to sit. And so they normally end up going and playing, a different sport or something else happens. And that's why you'll see that discrepancy.
Well, I read an article earlier today let's talk about girls basketball. Northwestern is having an unbelievable season, yet they don't have enough players to field the rest of the JV. So they've shut the JV schedule down for the rest of the year.
And you're seeing that, again, almost the same concept here, just because girls don't want to sit, and so they end up finding, or getting disengaged and moving on.
So Ramos got 1 of 2 at the line that time for Frankfort. 12-point deficit here with about 2 minutes to go before the half. Nice move inside, just can't get it to drop. It's Valdez.
And you talked about it. Frankfort's getting good shots. And when they watch this film, Coach Marsh is going to say, keep shooting that. Great job of motion offense, great job of attacking the rim. Again, just keep shooting it. Eventually it's going to fall.
The Hot Dogs playing sectional number 25. See the likes of Danville, North Montgomery, Crawfordsville, teams that are in this Sagamore Conference. They'll have again in sectionals. We've actually got another varsity doubleheader going on tonight on the ISC Sports Network. It's Danville at North Montgomery.
Well, that's the one beauty. Nice job of breaking the press. Fantastic job. Just cannot get it to fall. Nice job.
Well, I bet Frankfort is ready to switch ends because it seems like there is a lid on this end of the court. Reed finds Brewer once again. Open shot, can't get it to go. And there's another part on tape that I think Coach Marsh is going to like because there was a good box out going on down here.
Actually, it was a double team box out. Girls just didn't get their hands up in time, and so ricocheted off them. But that's been a point of emphasis since the game started, and I think the girls are listening to Coach Marsh.
Good look inside. Hands up that time for Valdez. She's going to be whistled for the foul. Got to get them straight up. Can't have them at an angle.
And I tell you, that's so hard. It looks so easy. You're watching this game, but that's such a common area of that the girls and guys both, they want to lunge almost, just go straight up and play great defense.
Coach, how much is that sometimes too, where you feel like you got your arms up and then somebody backs into your body and your natural reaction is to come forward?
Exactly, and again, you've got every right to your plane. You go straight up and down. It's when you break that plane and now you impede their plane or their area, that's when you get called for the foul.
Addie Bascom comes back in for Western Boone. Wilkinson, their second attempt from the line. This one a little strong, rebounded by Western Boone though, and then can't get a point-blank range one to drop. Frankfort fortunate there. trailing by 13. Sandoval. She's done a nice job once they moved her to the point. When Debris went out with that second foul and Sandoval took over the main ball handling duties, Frankfort's been getting some good looks.
I like what Liz is doing. She's very composed. She doesn't look pressured, doesn't look panicked, looks very comfortable with the ball in her hands. I tell you what, the biggest thing I've been impressed with tonight so far, Sean, is the defense of Western Boone. I mean, they're at their offensive average for a half of the game, and defensively they are playing lights out, coming in averaging 45 points a game on defense, holding Frankfort to just 10. If I'm Coach Alexander, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, Catherine Rutherford, the freshman, making a nice defensive play there. Unfortunately, hand was out of bounds.
Great hustle, grit, and determination by these Lady Stars.
Frankfort, 20 seconds to go, lets this one fly, no good. Western Boone now have an opportunity to build on this lead. Brewer swings it around. That's Conyer with the ball. Brewer now gets a screen, tries to get to the bucket, leaves it a little short, but right there to clean things up are Tori Wilkinson. Her third point of the night gives the Western Boone Stars a 25-10 lead. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's halftime at Frankfort.
Hey Mom and Dad, as a teen, I have a right to privacy when it comes to my health care. As a parent or guardian of a teen, there are a few things you can do to help.
Respect our privacy. Let us have one-on-one time with our doctor. Allow us to make our own appointments, fill out our own paperwork, and encourage us to speak up for our own healthcare needs.
For more tips and information, call Healthy Communities at 765-659-6063.
Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is your local Husqvarna dealer. With us, you'll find a knowledgeable staff that's able to provide quick turnaround service so your business doesn't have to stop. From zero-turn mowers to trimmers and chainsaws, Husqvarna has you covered. And with the fleet program, the more you buy, the more you get in return. With that kind of stability, you can rely on us for the long haul. Get your Husqvarna equipment today at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, located at 6292 West County Road 0 in Frankfort.
Mom, we're late, and I left my soccer bag at Cindy's, and I need to get my dress today.
It's okay, honey. I'll take care of it.
Oh, Mom, I'll take care of it.
We'll take care of it. With more ways to access Indiana's most highly skilled primary care doctors.
Stop!
Indiana University Health makes it easy to take care of your family.
What? I told you I'd take care of it.
Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALth.
Hello, love. Welcome back to another edition of Sock Takes TV. I am by far the most humble person here. Okay, I'm a lot better than he is. If you're getting accused of celebrating too much, maybe you have some good team chemistry. This is just a recurring theme in our lives.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable! Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Daily since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe & Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daily for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe & Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. 2 locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
And we're back. This is actually turning out much better
than I thought it would. So here we are today. This is awesome.
I feel like we've done this before.
Is that how the whole interview is going to be?
Yeah.
Either works.
Yeah.
Really? You want to do this?
Doing better
It's
at this.
3 letters. How can you screw that up?
Live every week here on Going Forward. It will be streaming live on the ISCSportsNetwork.com at 6:30, or if you do get their cable channel, you can watch it there as well. So very, very exciting.
Hello everyone, this is Lanny Seago. I'll help you along the way to become more familiar with this guy, because there's literally people like Dick Atha all across the state of Indiana. I've known who you are for a long time, but now I know a lot more.
It's halftime here at Case Arena. Our halftime show, a product of Titma REMC. An in-home energy assessment is the easy, convenient, and free way to measure your home's energy efficiency, lowering your energy bills and saving you money. To schedule your free assessment, visit titma.org. Titma REMC, empowering our communities. I want to thank our sponsors tonight here, part of our coverage on the ISC Sports Network, our partnership and cooperation with Hot Dog TV, the students here in the television broadcasting class at Frankfort High School. It's Sean Walker, Lance Scheib here for the Titma REMC halftime report. Coach, the first half, it's really been dominated by Western Boone at this point in time, but we've talked during the first half, Frankfort has some positive things to hang their hat on.
I tell you what, Coach Marsh has to be happy. I mean, he can't be happy being down 15, but his girls have played well. They've had open shots. They just have not knocked them down. And when you don't knock down shots, it's really hard, to hold a team like Western Boone down for very long. But I like what Jordan Frazier has done. I really like in general how Sandoval has handled the ball, and there's some positives here. Rebounding's better, and they're sharing the ball very well.
The Western Boone Stars are led in scoring right now by Kara Brewer. She's got 9 points, all coming from behind the arc. Others chipping in. Flory with 4, Bascom with 4, and then you've got Wilkinson and Conyer with 3 apiece. Hillary Reed also got a couple from the free throw line. On the other side, it's been Jordan Frazier. She has 5 points for the Hot Dogs. Liz Sandoval with 3. Debris and Ramos both chipped in with 1 apiece. And that completes your scoring for the Hot Dogs. What about changes maybe in the locker room that are going on? What are both teams saying?
Well, I tell you what, if I'm Western Boone, I've got to do a better job in my zone offense. I've got to move better. I've got to use more skip passes. I've got to rotate and cut, and I got to keep attacking the glass. If you're Frankfort, I think the biggest thing is keep shooting. Don't lose confidence. Okay, try to again crash the board and keep improving and working on your rebound, because you're doing some good things here. They're doing some great things. They're not seeing the results of it, but keep chipping away here. You're down 15, knock down a couple shots. See if you can, limit Western Boone, and anything's possible.
Again, this portion of our broadcast brought to us by the Farmers Bank. I'm going to show them some love. Locally owned and operated with 10 banking offices located in central Indiana. They provide retail, business, trust, and asset management, investment, mortgage, and electronic banking services. The Farmers Bank is here to support you every step of the way. The Farmers Bank, my bank for life, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Coach, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. They've got a little bit more gray hair, just like I do these days, but seeing a lot of parents their kids are now coming through the programs here at Frankfort is pretty awesome to see.
Well, I tell you what, that's a neat thing about being in a place like Frankfort, that the school is the center of everything. Athletically, it's the thing to do is come and support all of the different athletes, but it's great from a parent, because you want to see your kids involved. It prepares them for life. They're better academically. They're better because the fact they're around kids of similar interest. And I think more than anything else, you've got a safe environment here at Frankfort, and that's something that you want for all your kids.
It's going to do it for our halftime show here, brought to you by Titma REMC. We'll take a break. We'll step aside when we come back. Third quarter action here from Frankfort High School in the historic Case Arena.
We chose Haley's for our video surveillance needs because we've had great luck with them on the lock, safe, and key side. And when we found out that they also do video surveillance, we right away knew that we could trust Rick and his team over there. I would definitely recommend Haley's Lock, Safe, and Key to any business owner. They take great care of you. They have good, fair prices, and service after the sale is tremendous.
For security solutions and unbeatable support after the sale, visit Haley's in Lafayette and
running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Everyone needs to be a part of something. If not girls golf, find something. Frankfort High School provides plenty of opportunities for you to be a part of, including 19 sports and plenty of clubs. Be sure to get involved.
We love to see you here at the Farmers Bank. However, we know there are times you need to bank on your schedule, wherever you may be. With the Farmers Bank mobile banking app, you can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and now you can also securely deposit checks with your smartphone by simply taking a picture of the check. Download our mobile banking app today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life.
Oh my God! We are ripping fast today. And how hard can it be, right? These are now selling for about $3,500. So we're back to our old ways of pulling rocks.
Act like idiots on camera, open cards, and talk about the hobby.
Third quarter action here at Case Arena. Brought to you tonight by Healthy Communities. Finding and applying for health insurance is hard, especially now, and we get that. Our mission is to help not only children and families, but everyone. We can help you obtain the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Our help is free, unbiased, and local. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight, helping us bring you this action. We recapped the scoring there at halftime. We talked about some of the adjustments. Now we got to see which team comes out and gets it done here in the second half.
Well, it's one of those things, if you're Coach Alexander, you want to try to make sure that you don't get complacent and look for some kind of set play, a way to be able to get an easy basket just to get them going again.
This one taken away. Debris back on the floor here in the second half. She got into foul trouble in the first. Misses a shot here, brought down by Wilkinson. Ahead to Brewer. Nobody there. Brewer almost put it up a little too strong, but now she's in double figures with 11.
Nice job of transitions. One of the things that Western Boone likes to be able to do here. Nice job of getting the ball out and running.
It's the first shot Brewers hit tonight inside of 20 feet.
Well, I tell you what, she did a nice job of getting that outlet pass and then getting down the floor and finishing. Nice start for Western Boone.
Sydney sees there that time. I don't think she was expecting the pass in the corner. That went out of bounds.
Well, give the Stars credit. They've done a really nice job offensively, but they've done even a better job defensively of really limiting Frankfort.
Western Boone comes back out with their original starters on the floor. Wilkinson down low, but she's just been tough to handle tonight.
Tori really has done a nice job, got the position, was able to finagle her way in there, and then finish.
We talked a little bit earlier on about sectional 25 and the teams that are there for Frankfort who they will face as you get another turnover. A nice hustle back. That's a good foul by Ramos. Before Western Boone, they're in sectional 43. They face teams like Cascade, Covenant Christian, Park Tudor. Probably the most dominant team in that is University. 19-0 on the season. Having a great year so far.
Well, I tell you what, Coach Alexander probably is going to feel good about 6 seniors going into a game like that when they got to play University. But 19-0 for a reason, huge challenge for these Lady Stars.
Shots missed that time by Brewer. Sandoval with it out top for Frankfort. Looks inside at Debris. Little inside-outside game from Frankfort. The offenses look pretty good tonight so far.
Well, you talked about earlier, they've gotten good shots. the biggest issue that Frankfort has is they're not knocking them down. As a coach, the best thing that Coach Marsh can keep saying, keep shooting, ladies. You're moving the ball, you're getting good shots, but you got to just keep going and keep believing in what we're doing.
Nice job by Ramos. Ran her defender all the way down to create space to get open on the inbound. Sandoval back to Ramos. Western Boone got away with a little bit of a reach that time.
I like the little weave and just the motion in general for the Lady Hot Dogs.
Been pretty careful. I mean, overall, it's been a pretty clean game tonight. Turnovers that have happened, as of course I say that, haven't led to a lot of fast break opportunities. So sometimes you can look at a game and you see, 15, 20 turnovers in a game. But if they only lead to 2 or 4 points, how bad did it really hurt you?
Well, the biggest thing right now, we talked about this before the game, is just empty possessions by Frankfort, or the efficiency on the offensive end.
Sure.
And I think that's what's really hurt them, but not really for a lack of turn the ball over or not getting a shot off. They've got opportunities. They just haven't knocked them down.
So Western Boone basketball, they lead this one by 20. 30-10 your score. Again, stay tuned. Boys game to follow here on the ISC Sports Network. Down low,
Nice
Wilkinson
job.
starting to establish some dominance down there now with 7 points.
That all occurred because Western Boone moved the ball quickly, used a skip pass, and then found Wilkinson open underneath the basket.
I'd say in that first half for Wilkinson, she didn't score in the first quarter, got a free throw to go in the second, but it was right towards the end. She got a rebound and a putback, and ever since then, she's been playing at a different pace.
Well, to your point, Sean, you never know what's going to jumpstart a team, a player, or whatever might be. In that case, that possession, that play really jumpstarted her, and Tori's really been on a tear ever since.
Frankfort's going to take a time out here to talk things over. 30-second will stay with you, and that gives me a chance to get a sponsor read in. What do you say? Let's talk about FiberHawk tonight. It's now available. FiberHawk Fiber Internet. It's super fast. No more buffering. Perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. I love that name. That's catchy.
Well, I tell you what you want is you want some way for our viewing audience to remember you, to understand, and that name, again, resonates, it rings with you, and it really brings out, just a great visual of what they offer.
You can download the app today. You see it available there. Android TV, Roku, Apple, Chromecast, Fire, pretty much everywhere.
I'll tell you what, the nice thing nowadays is there's no excuse not to be able to follow your family or friends if they're athletes or if they're doing a play or something, because everything's on our network and those around us.
Ramos with a nice drive that time gets the lay-in. The first points for Frankfort here in the second half.
Nice job by Ramos. Again, there's been flashes here by Frankfort, and they've done a nice job of just trying to keep moving forward here, and again, just kind of picking away at this lead.
Ramos too strong that time on what is probably only the second fast break opportunity for Frankfort tonight. Good job crashing the glass, debris.
Yeah, Western Boone's done a nice job in transition defense, really limiting what the Lady Hot Dogs are able to do.
Frazier too strong on the runner. Western Boone looking to push the other way. You can see the pace starting to pick up, the tempo a little different.
Well, this is something that I know Western Boone wants to be able to do. They want to pay or they want to transition as much as they can, get the ball up and down the floor. To Frankfort's credit, they've done a nice job of slowing them down.
But I tell you, the difference for me tonight is Western Boone's rebounding. They have done a fantastic job rebounding on this end of the floor. Flory that time for three.
I think that is a great point there, Sean. And they really have dominated, not getting one extra shot, sometimes 3 and 4. And that's something that, again, when you're playing zone defense, as you talked about earlier, is the hardest part is trying to block out and find somebody to block out once a shot's taken if you're the Hot Dogs.
That pass inside to Debris. Shot out by Frazier. And nothing but net. I don't think that touched any rim.
I'll tell you what, for somebody shooting 7% on the season, from the three-point line. That's her second made three-pointer. Nice job by Frazier.
8 points now for Frazier. That paces the Hot Dogs. The landscape of girls basketball has definitely evolved over the years, Coach. You get another 3 there for Brewer, her 4th of the night.
Well, the nice thing that we see now with girls basketball or ladies basketball, the athleticism is there.
Mm-hmm.
They're now the pace of play, and it really is not a stagnant game. They do a great job of moving the ball, creating opportunities, and it's really enjoyable to watch and call.
You know, I think what's exciting for me is now younger athletes in high school, the girls out here on the floor today, they have those opportunities now because college basketball for women has evolved, and the WNBA is here to stay now. I mean, they keep growing in teams. They keep growing in numbers. They've increased the number of games they're going to play. They increased the salary and the payrolls this year. Fantastic for the WNBA. And now these little girls that are growing up watching have those opportunities to go out and pursue a professional career.
It's a big deal, you know. In high school, our girls team made it to the state finals, got beat by Crown Point and Annie Kovachkov. We were led by Linda Godby, who ended up our 6'8" center, ended up going to Auburn, was one of the first women to dunk in college basketball. Linda's a dear friend to this day. She works for the NCAA. But to your point, seeing is believing. And when you can see this, and now it's not just a dream, but you can watch ladies playing every day of the week on college basketball and then professionally as well. Huge role models and great advances in women's athletics, especially basketball.
And what's cool is more and more opportunities. I mean, You have NAIA, Division III, Division II, Division I. There's so many places you can go play. Nice play inside there again by Wilkinson.
Well, the nice thing is, and this is where the Title IX and all this stuff really has benefited student athletes. And, giving men and women both the opportunity to have the chance to play and keep furthering their education through athletics, and that's a big deal.
Valdez, that time, short off the side of the rim, tried to pursue her own shot. It'll stay Frankfort basketball. Substitution here. 24 is Tara Martinez. She's going to check back in for Frankfort. Frazier's going to come in as well. It's going to give Whitaker a chance to rest here as well as Ramos. So Coach Marsh starting to rotate more and more players here. Traveling violation that time.
Yeah, Frazier caught that and just took a little bit of a hop step and jump, and you just can't do that. And that part of the floor. And again, we're seeing this lead lengthen here, but it's more because the fact, again, Frankfurt's not able to knock down shots. The hustle's there, the tenacity is there, and I think, for the most part, the skill is there, but give Western Boone all the credit holding the Lady Hot Dogs to just 5 points in this third quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, for Western Boone, they're starting to take advantage of those second and third opportunities now, where in the first half, they were getting 4 and 5 offensive rebounds and not scoring out of it, where now those are starting to turn into points.
Well, Coach Alexander has to be happy for what you've talked about, but we're starting to see them gel a little bit. Again, having all 5 starters, all these seniors back, all 6 of them actually, and to be able to see them just try to find their role and their niche as they now make a push, because we're going to be sectional basketball here for girls here in less than 2 weeks.
It's awesome. They're going to do the lottery balls. We'll find out who they play. They're not seeded here in high school basketball in Indiana.
Well, I tell you what, it's just a lot of fun. It's really, really enjoyable from the standpoint that the season is new. It is something that starts, and it's something that these girls are able to take advantage of.
This portion of our broadcast tonight brought to us by the Farmers Bank, locally owned and operated with 10 banking offices located in central Indiana, providing retail, business, trust, asset management, investment, mortgage, and electronic banking services. Farmers Bank, my bank for life.
Nice job there of knocking down a couple free throws and just lengthening that lead. Nice job by the Lady Stars.
Swing pass, Sandoval. Wide open shot, can't get it to go, and a nice box out down low by Flory. For Western Boone, see if Coach here tells him to hold for 1. With under a minute to go here in the third. The quick answer to that is no. As the freshman Emily Conyer said, I see a wide open lane, and I would like to go get a bucket.
I'll tell you what, there's different thought process there. The first one is take the best shot, keep running your offense. The second one is let's work and practice on waiting for that last shot of the half or the quarter.
Big shot there from a freshman. Catherine Rutherford knocks down her first bucket tonight.
I tell you what, the length and the ability to knock down three-pointers with ease amazes me with all these girls.
Turnover here from Frankfort. This thing's starting to unravel. Under 15 seconds to go, 45-15 your score.
Well, Frankfort's getting dangerously close to having more turnovers than they do points at this point in the game.
Conyer looks to bring it up. Sandoval still playing tough defense on her. Using her feet, trying to get some separation. That was very close to a 5-second call. Put back up. It's good if it goes. Beats the buzzer. Does Flory. She's got 5 points in the quarter, 9 points overall, and it is 47-15 here at Case Arena. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more basketball headed your way on the ISC Sports Network.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
Gotcha.
Back here, fourth quarter getting ready to start at Case Arena. Sean Walker Landscheid. He's got dueling cheerleaders out there on the floor. Frankfort, though, says we're going to the middle logo. You stay over there by your bench, Western Boone.
I'll tell you what, a great start to the second half for the Lady Stars. We talked about who would benefit from the halftime and who would come out, and really nice job defensively by Western Boone, holding Frankfort to just 5 points in that third quarter.
Before this fourth quarter gets started, we'll get another sponsor read in here. We want to thank our friends at Tipmont REMC. Talk about that in-home energy assessment. It's the easy, convenient, and free way to measure your home's energy efficiency, lowering your energy bills, and saving you money. To schedule your free assessment, visit tipmont.org. Tipmont REMC, empowering our communities. Tipmont doing some great things. They've actually partnered with our parent company, Mulberry Telecommunications. They're offering internet services to their customers now over a fiber network. We're providing voice and video services to those customers as well. It's been a great mutual friendship between a couple of co-ops.
Well, the nice thing is we call that a win-win, and it's really great when both corporations and both companies are able to come together for the betterment of not just them, but for everyone involved.
You get out in the rural area, and it's tough. You know, those bigger companies, I understand it. It's a lot of money for them to go out and try to overbuild or go a mile down the road. You may only have one home. It takes co-ops to get those things done and be able to bring high-speed internet and services to that rural community.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've just been impressed, with ISC in general and Mulberry and just coming to the Frankfort area. I just like what I've seen from ISC in general and all the co-ops and things that go on here. Beautiful places to raise your family and go to school.
Not to toot our own horn, but one of the things that makes me proud, honestly, Lance, is we started locally in the community. And even though we now have an agreement and we're doing MIC games of the week with the Metro Collegiate Conference and covering college sporting events, is we still come back. We work with the high school students and help try to build this radio TV program. Hats off to Richard Salee, the teacher. He comes in, he helps supervise behind the scenes on these nights and gets firsthand knowledge and work out here for these students.
Well, the nice thing is, the company has stayed grounded. The company understands that giving back is going to benefit them in the long run, and that's what's kept this company that has started out small and grown gradually here is going to keep improving.
Debris with the rebound for Frankfort. The missed shot there. Contact, no call. They push ahead. Frazier, baseline runner. Boy, that shot, it looks pretty. It just doesn't fall for her tonight, unfortunately. She's got 8 points in the game, but there's been a couple of those runners that they look great out of the hand, and the rim's just not being kind.
Well, the nice thing that I'm happy about this, Sean, You may have thought about switching ends, and it was better for Frankfort. Okay, that hasn't helped them a lot. So I'm hoping your idea about no snow and everything else, I hope that everything just kind of washes away here, because I don't want that to be the jinx to bring some bad weather to us.
Not at all. Although I did get a weather advisory on the way here that we might have some conditions when we leave.
Well, we can deal with it as I take the highway home, as you call it there.
It's the highway.
On highway on 421. But no, I tell you what, it's pretty neat and special to be here broadcasting. And to your point, I just love the idea of helping high school kids have that great experience. And that's a big deal for ISC to be able to do that.
Well, Coach, you know firsthand on that because you coached for a long time. You're retired. You're still involved as a teacher. You run the SOS camps. Every single day I'm seeing you post and brag about high school football players and their opportunities of where they're going to play at the next level. You're just loved everywhere you go. I got to take you up in the perch just so people don't bug you during a broadcast.
I tell you what, I am excited, though, about seeing the Stars in the next game. Last year, before their state championship game, Coach Pelly asked me to talk to the team. Very, very fun, enjoyable time. A lot of those kids play for the boys team here. But it's neat. If you've not been involved in high school athletics and high school in general, get involved. It gives back so much. You're talking about how can you influence our future? Get involved with high schools and kids in general, and you've got a chance to make a difference for tomorrow, not only for today.
Great point. Ball knocked out of bounds. Western Boone will keep possession. I don't think I've seen Coach Alexander or Coach Marsh sit this entire game. They've both been up, actively involved.
Listen, I'm a big Fitbit person. I think I like to have both of them wearing my watch here. They are certainly getting their steps in as they're coaching tonight.
And maybe that's what I need. I think I just need you to come yell at me and whip me back into shape. What do you say?
Hey, listen, you can come walk with me. I walk every morning at 5:30. Would love to have you. Would love to. I can call you and get you out of bed. And you can talk while we exercise.
You were giving me a hard time about being a country bumpkin and calling it a highway, and you're up before the chickens are.
I tell you what, it's awesome. It's something that I really enjoy doing, trying to get about 20,000 steps every day. And it's one of those things. Again, I just like what I'm seeing here. We're talking about Western Boone now up big 47-17.
We'll take this opportunity to give some love to healthy communities. Finding and applying for health insurance is hard, especially now, and we get that. Our mission is to help not only children and families, but everyone. We can help you obtain the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Our help is free, unbiased, and local. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org.
Tell you what, Sean, when you say up before the chickens, that tells me exactly where you've been raised and from. Okay, I still remember doing my student teaching at Crawford High School. And it was what a neat environment, what a neat setting, similar to Frankfort. And it's just great because you've got a little bit of country, a little bit of the city, and it's just a great family environment, friendly place to be able to raise your kids, and that's why I like places like Frankfort.
I'll tell you, what's cool is coming full circle at times too, right? I'm getting to come back home tonight. We're here at Frankfort, and a hot dog that graced the court in the 90s, a good friend of mine that played here, Mason Harris, now teaches with you in the Noblesville school system. Small world.
Mason was quite the athlete here, both in football and basketball. Really super teacher for us at Noblesville. Feel very fortunate to actually teach in Mason's department, and feel really good about calling him a friend.
Western Boone, the 30-point lead here at Frankfort. Game one of a varsity doubleheader here tonight on the ISC Sports Network in cooperation with the students in the Hot Dog TV program. Across the way, we'll give some love to Matt Foxworthy at Western Boone. He's got his students here tonight as well. They're filming and broadcasting, streaming back to their fans. Inside, shot back up, and Western Boone continues to crash the glass. And now Frazier with it headed the other way. And this time, able to get it to go. That might be her easiest bucket tonight.
Great job by Jordan of getting the rebound, finally securing that for the Lady Hot Dogs, and then going the length of the floor, which is not easy to do, and then finish.
She has led them in scoring here tonight with 10 points, and they have not come easy for Jordan Frazier, but she keeps attacking.
I'll tell you what, Joe Marsh has to be pleased with what he has seen. There's obviously room for growth, but he's getting better. His girls are getting better. What I like is they're competing every possession, and they're playing hard in general.
When we got the notes from him, I sat there and I'm going to be honest, I kind of got goosebumps a little bit, because what you love to see in a coach is when they understand the big picture. And he was talking about the middle school and the development and everything, yet he has a purpose for the now. And so this group of girls may not win a ton of basketball games, but they're learning things, life lessons, different things that you get taught by playing a team sport like this. You get a 3 there from Caesar.
Well, and the other thing it does, this group is laying the foundation. They may not always see and reap the benefits, but future Lady Hot Dogs are going to, and he'll be able to trace it back to this group of girls and when they start building this program back to what it wants to be.
Western Boone with another. I wish I was keeping stats tonight for rebounds, because they may have more rebounds tonight than they do points.
Well, they've
you
done
talked about turnovers earlier for Frankfort.
No, and Coach Alexander knew that she had a height advantage, and they've done a great job of crashing the boards and really making it difficult on the Lady Hot Dogs.
The Sagamore Conference, Danville has been pacing things here. They've got a 5-0 record inside the conference. Tri-West at 5-1. Lebanon, who was here last weekend, took on Frankfort. They're 3-1. Their girls basketball program inside the conference. Frankfort and Crawfordsville both looking for their first victory inside the conference, and for Frankfort, that might be one that you circle and you say, hey, we still have Crawfordsville to come. That is a winnable game for us.
Well, it's one of those things, again, if you are happy, or if you look at what Frankfort's doing, again, their pitcher's a little bit different than what Western Boone is. Great job of knock down another 3. But it's one of those things, again, you've got to understand what you're trying to do, and you're building in both programs.
Sydney Caesar, just like that, has 8 points here in the fourth quarter.
She has come alive. Nice job by Sydney.
Little left-handed lay in that time. That was number 22, Catherine Rutherford. She's got 5, does the freshman.
Well, you talked about this earlier, Sean. Nice, again, you've got seniors playing, freshmen playing, and so you're giving them experience, which I think is just invaluable right now.
Turnover here, and then Western Boone gives it right back on the traveling violation. We were talking about the overall landscape of girls basketball earlier on, and one of the points I wanted to talk about was that Northwestern basketball team. Number 1 in 4A, 19-0. They've got 2 girls that are Division I athletes, averaging over 20 points per game, in Madison Layden and Kendall Bostic. They've already hung a state championship banner. They look well on their way to doing it again. And this is a team, and follow me here, it's going to be a little bit of a story. Benton Central is 19-1 on the season. Their only loss was to 4A number 12 Harrison, who's having a great year, and we talked about Harrison, right, with Rush McCauley. Northwestern just whooped Harrison the other night, 73-28. Now that tells you the difference between 4A and 3A, the 2 teams that are number 1 in the respective class.
Well, you're in a situation, if I'm correct here, Northwestern's up now. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, they had to play up in 4A.
They had to play up because the last couple years they've been in the state finals for 3A, so by the success factor. So if they're down in 3A, they're going to run the table. In 4A, I still think they're the team to beat.
Right.
And they're really, really good. And so I'll be anxious to see that regional that feeds in there. You're talking about the who's who with them and Homestead and HSC all being in the same spot. My goodness.
And I'll tell you, Coach, they call us old heads, I guess, or whatever, the old-time guys. A lot of us don't like class basketball, but this is one of those glaring reasons where you say we have to have it. A lot of us don't like the success factor. This is one of the times where it works. Now, where it hurts is when you've got a senior class that goes out, and now the underclassmen have to play up and play to that, and it's not fair, in my opinion, at times. We saw that a couple years ago with the Rensselaer Bombers.
Right.
Made a run to either the state game or semi-state game in football, got beat, came back the next year and won it, and then moved up. All those kids graduated. They had nothing but a youth movement, and it did not fare well for them.
I love the success factor. I wish it was a 4-year success factor, because I think you get a true, pitcher in 4 years. If you can consistently do it for 4 years, then move up. I think, to your point, Sean, a 2-year, you get a couple classes back to back. Now all of a sudden you look at Pioneer. They were so good for so long. They move up. They could beat first game by Lewis Cass in football. I just think a 4-year is a better measuring stick than just a 2-year plan that they've got in place right now.
Caesar misses that shot from the free throw line. Substitutions here for Western Boone. A couple of girls come onto the floor that we haven't seen here tonight, and I've got to go to the roster. One of them is Izzy Moore, sophomore for Western Boone. That's number 11 out there on the floor. Number 35 checked in as well, Macy Woodrum, another freshman here for Western Boone. Carly Pennington, a freshman. Rachel Coleman. We had a whole line shift there, didn't we? And then Sam Wincoop.
Well, you're seeing this youth movement. If you want to see the part of the future of Western Boone, you're seeing it right now. And I give, games like this are great for Coach Alexander and the Lady Stars, because they're able to get a lot of girls in the game, a lot of experience, and that is key moving forward to next year.
Caesar up the floor. That shot doesn't go. Rebound, put back, can't go either. And they're going to say out of bounds off of Frankfort. Under a minute to play here.
Great example that time. Nice job by Caesar. Just can't get it to fall. She's there, great shot, great look. And again, that's okay. They're going to look at this film tomorrow and just see that's a positive play, great transition. Now let's just knock down that shot.
Frankfort's basketball. 49-25 with about 57 seconds to go. Good inbounds play, yields a great shot. Just can't get it to drop once again. And now a tie-up possession arrow for the Western Boone.
Nice out-of-bounds play by Frankfort. Nice job of getting the ball to the rim. Just wasn't able to finish. Again, another nice positive play. Just have to finish.
Western Boone will bring it up. Let's see if they hold for one here with the lead, or if you give these younger players an opportunity to come down and run the offense against another team's varsity players here.
I think you run the offense. You may not be looking for you're probably looking for everything, and just run a normal set just so you can get on film and to be able to coach them.
Heather Massengale out on the floor for Frankfort, number 40. Caesar with a shot up, looked like it was partially blocked. She thought maybe she had was fouled, and she might have a point. Valdez, that one off the mark, tracks it down. Off there, we get a whistle. We're going to call a foul against Western Boone.
The hustle, the determination, the grit of Frankfort, I can see now why Coach Marsh is happy. And again, no seniors.
Yeah.
You're playing with house money right now because of the fact these girls are gaining that experience, and they're going to come back next year better because of that experience.
A shot off the mark. And to make sure that we mention all players on the floor, Karina Alanis is checked in, number 5 for Frankfort, as well as Ariana Regalado, number 32 for the Hot Dogs. Lane violation that time, no shot. Western Boone's basketball. We got our final 12 seconds here from Case Arena. Stay tuned at the end of this one. We're going to roll right into our post-game show. That shot off the mark. And that's going to do it here for game number 1. 49-25, your final. Here at Case Arena, Western Boone gets the victory in game number 1. Coach, let's roll right into our post-game show here at Frankfort High School. Find my notes. Our post-game show brought to us by Healthy Communities. Finding and applying for health insurance is hard, especially now. We get that. Our mission is to help not only children and families, but everyone. We can help you obtain the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Our help is free, unbiased, and local. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. Coach, your final thoughts on this one here tonight?
I tell you what, I thought for Frankfort, I liked the way that Jordan Frazier played. Thought she really, controlled the ball, knocked down a few shots, had 10 points. Really loved to see how Kara Brewer played coming back off that stress fracture, and Lauren Flory coming back off the ACL. Like the continuity and the movement, and I really think that Western Boone can be a force in that sectional again. Come here in about 2 weeks.
Hats off to the seniors getting it done tonight. They also got bench contributions from Emily Conyer and Catherine Rutherford, who both put points on the board for the Western Boone Stars tonight. That's going to do it for our coverage in game number 1. When we come back, we will get our pregame show set up for the Frankfort Hot Dogs, the Western Boone Stars, as the boys game will be set to tip off about 20 minutes from now right here on the ISC Sports Network.